book I'm reading at the time. It's taking me a while to read this, and it's not that big. It's annoying me. So I think I'm gonna make a pact. So the next, I want to say next, should I say next video that I post up? I should be done with this book and be on the next one. The past year, yeah, basically the past year, I love reading, and it saddens me to a point where I just feel depressed, because it's one of my favorite hobbies to do. I love reading. I love being in, like, I love having my face inside a book that smells so awesome. I'm not a fast reader. I don't like reading fast. I hate it when people are like, oh my god, I read Twilight in like 3 days. I'm like, dude, why would you read Twilight or any type of good book? Not saying that Twilight is a good book. Anyway, it's an easy read. Even with a good book, you don't want to rush through it and just read it and be like, oh, I just read it because it's so awesome. It was like 508 pages. Yeah, I like to read, not slow. I like to take my time with a book, because you paid good money for it and you don't want to waste it, or not waste it, you know, get through a book in 3 days and then you're like, what do I do now? Because you don't have a plethora of books in your freaking house. So, well, I kind of do, but I've read all of them. Usually when I read, I really get sucked into a book and I think about it all the time. It's always on my mind. But this past year, I've been like this reading funk, like this reading, instead of being a writer's block, it's a reading block. And it's really annoying because I buy all these books that are really good. I think I got that book back, actually. I bought Sister's Keeper, even though I've read that book. I think it's the only book that I read from beginning to end through this whole like year thing. I bought that book. I bought The Lovely Bones. That kind of got wet though, but it's okay. It's not like smeared or anything. That, The Time Machine. Some other book that I bought with this one. I just don't know where it went. And then oh, I didn't buy this one, but a friend of mine lent it to me, and I couldn't find it for the longest time. Then I found it the other day, and it's all water damage, and it's so good, and I'm afraid to take it back to him. Abraham Lincoln, The Vampire Hunter, and I thought that was gonna break my my reader's block, but I didn't, because I couldn't find it, and that sucks. So I think this is going to do it, and doing this is going to. So I bought all those books, and I didn't even read any of them, and I knew they were good and they were going to be awesome. But I already have a whole other list that I want to start reading. Grand Theft Auto. I like playing that game because you can get hookers, and you can get points for, you know, doing with them, and well, not points, life points. There we go. And oh my god, I forgot how this feels. Lux Naturals. Awesome company. Get their products, man. Freaking amazing. I love this. So I think it's like the second or third game. I don't know, maybe the fourth. I'm not sure. But I like playing that game because I liked getting the hookers in my car and then driving over the cliff. Before we got to the cliff, I would get out of the car and then see them go over the cliff, and then them getting out of the car, just like viewing them from the cliff and seeing them in the water and drown. I just thought that was cool.